You have found what lights you up. I'm your host, Sunny the Life Coach, and I'm here because I see you searching for something or someone out there to help you feel better. Something to take away the pain that you're feeling, the inadequacies. I know all of the things that happen in life can leave you feeling empty. Your search is over. This podcast is all about finding your own freedom and power to love yourself enough to shine in the ways you were always meant to, the ways in which you are already fully capable of. If you're ready for some real talk, some serious truth bombs, and a few F-bombs, you are in the right place. Let's do this. Let's get lit. Hey there and welcome. I am so grateful that you have chosen to join me today. And honestly, I am grateful whenever or wherever you may be when you are listening. Thank you. Thank you for pressing play. If you are listening from the U.S., I hope that you enjoyed your Thanksgiving last week with family or friends or a combination thereof. I do personally enjoy a reason for the season, if you will, of just getting together and spending the time that you have with your loved ones. Again, family, friends, or a combination. Such a great time to have these experiences, to really sink into them and be with them. I think I've been fairly vocal about the fact that our family has been bucking tradition for a while now. We truly enjoy the freedom of doing whatever it is that we feel like doing, and that includes establishing what the menu will be. So, before I share with you 3 ways that you can uplift your spirit today, I want to give you a little background around how our family navigated the Thanksgiving holiday. This is not necessarily a suggestion about how you should, I'm using air quotes, how you should redesign your own approach. Hey, it is your choice. I have family members who are all in with cooking for days and even appreciating the mountain of dishes that will be waiting for them on the other side of that. That's not me, not anymore. That may be you. That is your choice. If you love it, by all means, go all in. All I am saying, and as I shared in the last episode, all I'm saying is as long as you are doing all of the things from a place of love rather than obligation, you are doing it right, my friend. In so much as there is a right or wrong, that is also your own choice and your own decision. Anyway, just want to refresh you. Pretty much all of the adults in my immediate family are over the traditions. Come on, you all. Turkey? Really? It's dry and it's bland and it's only good when it's smothered in gravy or made in a sandwich. Stop it. It's gross. It's so gross. That's my personal opinion. I know many of us do enjoy turkey. It's not me. I don't even like bird, period. The number of times I have had to explain why I refuse to eat chicken in itself is a little bit crazy. I'm that weirdo. And so that's my number one way to uplift your spirit. Embrace your inner weirdo. Just because everyone else around you says that this is the way it's supposed to be doesn't mean you have to fall into line with it. Oh my God, you're an adult. You are a sovereign human. You decide what you want or don't want. I know, this is crazy. You don't have to clean your plate. You don't have to put it on your plate to begin with if you don't freaking want it. You don't owe anyone an explanation, and it is not an insult to the cook. Now, the cook may choose to take it as an insult if you don't put it on your plate and you don't clear your plate. You don't even put it on there to begin with. But that isn't up to you. It's up to them. You don't have to consume something that you can't stand just because someone else decided they love it, or they want to carry on tradition. Whatever their reason for placing this food in front of you is theirs. Whatever choice you make to consume or not consume is yours. That's your power. That is your freedom. That's the sweet spot. Your choice is the sweet spot. Like, I found myself there last year. I really did. My stepfather had brought home a store-bought pecan pie. And for days, I kept looking at that pie, thinking that I needed to make myself have a slice of it. I hate pecan pie. I hate it with a passion. And he finally said something like, "Why is no one eating this pie?" And in that moment, I had no choice. In my brain, I had no other choice than to be authentic. I chose to be authentic. I chose the truth. And I spoke it out loud. Yes. Before I even knew what was happening, the words were coming out of my mouth. Yet, everything leading up to that moment was just a sick kind of guilt. Like I would be hurting his feelings or disrespecting him if I didn't have a slice of that pie. I didn't force myself to have a slice of that pie and wear a smile on my face and pretend that I was freaking happy about it. Well, he didn't even make the pie. He simply picked it up from the bakery at the local market. He wasn't at all invested in that pie, but I thought he wanted it. So I finally spoke my truth and I said, "Thank you, but honestly, I just don't care for pecan pie. I never have." Now, here's the funny part. He started laughing. He said, I can't stand pecan pie either. I just thought everyone else liked it and that it was a necessary Thanksgiving staple. So now, guess what we got into after that? We got to laugh about how we are always used to having pecan pie on the dessert table, even though we all hate it. Hilarious. We have to stop this madness, my friends. The madness I'm referring to is trying to control the feelings of another person by sucking it up and, in this example, ingesting food that you don't even like because you think it might hurt the feelings of another. You don't know that. And that is not where your power lies. Your power lies in speaking your truth and being authentic. And yeah, sometimes that is so uncomfortable. But it doesn't have to be. Give it a try. I promise you will not die. And you might even have some fun memories from the experience and jokes for years. We're going to joke about pecan pie for the rest of our days. I am sure of it. It is our own little inside joke now. How does getting uncomfortable and saying the hard things out loud uplift your spirit? Well, it frees you. I can't tell you how much lighter I feel after having spoken my truth. That's a little bonus, right? It's almost two things wrapped into one in this experience. Embracing your inner weirdo is the same thing as being authentically you. Speaking your truth is freedom. You never know. Maybe the other person or persons who are involved will feel the same way as you do, but you'll never know unless you freaking say it. And either way you approach this is going to have amazing results. I guarantee it. Don't leave things unsaid, and don't go with things you dislike just because you are trying to preserve or protect the feelings of others. Whatever they feel is whatever they're going to feel. That is not your responsibility. I, for one, am so jazzed that I never had to deal with pecan pie again, period. But as I said, our family now has jokes for years. So that's number one of 3 ways to uplift your spirit, embrace your inner weirdo, and be authentic. That's number 1. Same. This will probably be super uncomfortable in the beginning, but as with anything else we do, the more we practice, the easier it becomes. Say the things out loud. It takes courage, yes, but vulnerability is key. You will never know what others around you feel about a certain thing until you get vulnerable. Seriously. Number 2, let that shit go. Again, closely connected to what I have already stated, but it is necessary to speak into words. Let go of the traditions that no longer serve you. And yes, let go of your idea of how your holiday experience will unfold. Let that shit go. Embrace the meltdown. It is inevitable. There will always be a meltdown. There will always be a meltdown over family gatherings and holidays just because We are super primed for this, right? Again, we are ready to fight. We expect that. We show up with our fists. We show up with our defenses. Let that shit go. I'm not only asking you to let go of the traditions and the foods that you don't like. I'm asking you to release your hold on the behaviors of those around you, because it is not your responsibility to curate their happiness. That's on them. What is on you is curating and creating your own experience. Again, whatever that looks like for you. Number 2, let that shit go. Let it go. Number 3, this is perhaps the most important part. Be present. I'm telling you, the act of being present is the most selfish and selfless act available to you. How wild is that? Selfish and selfless. It's true though. Think about it. Be here now. We are either now here or nowhere. Write that out when you do your journaling or whatever your daily, weekly, or monthly rituals and ceremonies are. Write that out. Now here or nowhere. It's spelled the same either way, at least in the English language. The absence or presence of space changes the context completely. When I practiced being present last week, this is what I did. I breathed. I walked in the forest barefoot. I danced. I gave love. I gave my love to whomever was willing to receive it. I didn't get twisted around what time dinner was to be served, or on any given day, I just flowed with it. I glowed with it. I noticed all of the things, the way the water flowed from underground source that fed the river. I noticed the churn, the ebbs and the flows. I sat with my discomfort. I acknowledged my joy. And that in itself can be uncomfortable. Feeling joy when you are fully awake and aware that not all other humans around you are sharing this joyful experience. Yeah, sit with that. Sit with that. As Rumi says, love is the whole thing. We are only pieces. Indeed, love is the whole thing. Please enjoy every moment of this life experience. It is what our souls came here to do. 3 things. Choose love and authenticity. Let that shit go. Whatever it is that you're clinging to, that you may need to let go, release it. Be present. Notice your surroundings. Dig it. Live your life. If you can manage those 3 things, I promise your life will be amazing, and you will want to light up and shine on.